Disability Awareness Day is this weekend for families raising children with special needs. It's more than just a calendar designation. For many, it's an invite to walk in their child's shoes. And one mom is hoping her new book can help build more understanding and inclusion for kids with disabilities. It is called A Dog and His Boy, The Adventures of Spillway Scotty. Joining us live this morning to discuss the book is children's author Lisa Wentzell. Lisa, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Mark. Thanks so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, it's a very colorful book. Tell us about your son, Scotty, and how he inspired you to write this.
Right. So Scotty was born with a congenital heart defect, and he had 2 open heart surgeries. He was diagnosed with a rare syndrome, which causes developmental delays and intellectual disabilities. He didn't walk until he was 6, and he's nonverbal. Scotty is a fighter, and he's the bravest person that I know. And he's done so much. He started therapeutic swimming, he goes horseback riding, he goes skiing, surfing, he's tried water skiing, he goes to an overnight summer camp, and he's part of Best Buddies. And about 10 years ago, I wanted to write a book about Scotty to show all the things that he can do, even though he's differently abled. And given the opportunity, he's living his life to the fullest. So I asked my friend Heidi Bullen if she would write this book with me, and I asked my friend Claudia Diller to illustrate. And I'm so thankful that they said yes, because we have this beautiful book that we can use to share our story with others and talk about acceptance, inclusion, and friendship. And I feel like it's what Scotty and I are meant to do. And we hope that it may inspire other families in similar circumstances.
Yeah, knowing all of the children and now adults living with a CHD, for sure that this may touch. As we saw in the book, at least the images, and I've seen it here, tell us more about Spillway. This is a stuffed dog, and what do you hope your readers take away from that relationship?
Right. So Spillway is Scotty's best friend. He's a stuffed dog, and we first introduced Scotty to him when he was 10, and they have been together ever since. And Spillway really does everything with Scotty, and it's a unique friendship that they have. And Scotty, like everybody, wants to have friends, and everyone wants a sense of belonging and wants to be included at play, school, work, and in the community. And it's important to teach acceptance, inclusion, and friendship, and celebrate our differences, but also recognize our similarities. And we hope that in our book that you can see that with Spillway and Scotty's friendship, that they highlight human resilience, and that with a little determination and some creativity, that the possibilities are endless, especially with Spillway by Scotty's side.
And perhaps on that note, how can empathy change how we see disability?
I think with empathy, it's a heart opener that allows us to see what other people are going through. And Mark, honestly, you don't really know what someone's going through unless you're walking in their shoes. And in the book, Spillway mentions that Scotty doesn't talk, but he can use an iPad to communicate and pictures. And if you get to know someone like Scotty, you can you see things from their perspective, and that can lead to compassion and kindness, and it may lead to a friendship and change your life in ways you would never expect.
And what about some strategies for parents talking to their kids about kids with disabilities?
Right. So I think it's important to focus on ability and not disability. And that's what we do in our book presentations. I talk about what Scotty can do, not what he can't do. And also, I think it's important to learn together. It's important to encourage your kids to ask questions and help them find the answers, because that can lead to compassion and inclusion. And I would rather have someone ask questions about Scotty rather than stare and wonder. And then also to emphasize similarities and common experiences. And in our book presentations, I show a video of Scotty doing an activity, but before that, I ask if anyone has done the activity, and a lot of people raise their hand, and they can see Scotty participate in this. But even though he may be using an adaptive piece of equipment, he is able to participate in something that other people do, which from that point, you can relate to Scotty, which can open things up to inclusivity and friendship, and then maybe to a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, it certainly resonates with me. I had a nephew with a CHD, and it prompted me to write a book as well. And so it made me realize this larger community and all of these families that are impacted by congenital heart defects. Before I let you go, where can we find your book?
So yes, you can go to our website, spillwayandscotty.com. It has a lot of great content, but there are links to buy our book on Amazon and from our publisher, McSea Books. And we look forward to connecting with educators to do a book presentation. And you can hop on our website, spillwayandscotty.com, and click on the Contact Us link.
And congrats to Scotty on all of his accomplishments and abilities, and to you as well.
Thank you so much for having us on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Lisa.